I piss in a bucket every single night. Why?
Why not? I watched this video this morning. It's the cringiest YouTube video I've seen in a long time. I don't know why he's so angry. Here's what I mean.
I'm really tired of this science-based circus that's taken over YouTube fitness.
I'm really tired of this science-based trend that's taking over YouTube. It's like so over the top. And it features a handful of people that I've watched content on, stuff that I've learned from. I think there's a ton of value from the Mike Israetels and the Jeff Nipperts of the world. And I know that this is a CrossFit channel, but I think that people in the CrossFit space can watch that stuff and learn some stuff as well. A lot of you guys know that Tanner's also from the CrossFit space, and he won the Dubai Fitness Championship in 1992.
This isn't a hate video. I'm not denying Jeff's smart, consistent, or that he's built a killer brand.
I'm here to let you know that this is indeed a hate video. Speaking from somebody who has a handful of people telling me that I make hate videos on certain people, this is a hate video.
But somewhere along the way, the dude went from training hard to selling hard.
And you just said you weren't hating on him, but what do you call this? Just like in the third Star Wars movie where Anakin's there screaming at Obi-Wan, it's like he didn't always hate him. You hate what he's become, and you are hating on what Jeff Nippert has become.
And that's the problem. It's no longer about getting jacked. It's about looking like the smartest guy in the room while selling you another scientifically optimized program.
I've watched videos from Jeff recently.
Do you know your body fat percentage? Take a guess.
And I think that there's quite a bit of value in those.
Most people don't know their body fat percentage. Some people think they're way leaner than they are.
I mean, hell, you could even go deep and say that there's value in providing entertainment, but it doesn't stop there. There's a buttload of education as well.
Others are harder on themselves than they should be and find out they're closer to their goals than they realize.
He's doing both. He's also providing value.
Jeff's early content, legit.
And dude, like, I just watched a video yesterday from Jeff Nippert comparing body fats of people in his new gym. He put them all on the DEXA scan, which is, I don't know, kind of accurate, pretty accurate. And he updated the chart of what people look like with their lean body mass.
If you look up what different body fat percentages look like online, you won't find much help because if the numbers aren't completely made up, they're taken from less accurate measurements like calipers or handheld devices.
And I've watched a lot of Tanner's content as well, and all I can think is like, what sort of value have you provided to a broader audience that is anywhere near the equivalency of that? You haven't. Most people don't. It's a crazy watch. It's 30 minutes long and the whole thing is worth watching.
He was grinding in the gym, heavy squats, powerlifting meets, real strength numbers.
So the second that he did stuff that you don't agree with, then you're going to start hating on him. I got it.
Then the YouTube algorithm shifted, where bodybuilding aesthetics dominated, and instead of staying that raw lifter, he pivoted hard. Every video suddenly had science in the title.
Something that you've observed that isn't inherently true, but you're making it out to be true, and it's also just something that you don't agree with again. All you had to say, Tanner, is that you don't like that Jeff knows the way that the game works on your measly, suffering YouTube channel that has 300,000 subscribers from the year 2021 when Reels and Shorts major stuff blow up. People don't like your long-form content, and I wonder why.
And it's not that science is bad. It's that science became the marketing hook.
Are you conflating algorithm with science and marketing hook? Like, no, it's just what the algorithm wants. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's still providing content. It's probably a good point for me to hear that I have no reason to be supporting Jeff Nippert. Honestly, I see a lot of the stuff that Greg Doucette puts up on him, and I think that's great too. But the way that Greg presents it on Jeff Nippert is just so far better than the way that Tanner's putting it up. It's like Tanner sees his buddy Greg, and he goes, okay, he's making content, I'm gonna make content, I'm gonna try to get some views because I can't get views any other way.
You get these flashy animations, citation screens, white lab coat vibes. But where's the sweat? Where's the actual intensity?
Those of you who know this is funny coming from Tanner, who left the environment with the most intensity and the most sweat, and that's the CrossFit space. Now he's doing his own thing. He's doing like 5x5s and powerlifting.
The real world doesn't care how many PubMed tabs you have open. It cares whether you can put weight on the bar and progress.
And this looks like you have a script written for you from ChatGPT as you're sitting there with your multiple camera angles.
Jeff isn't who you think.
How do you know that? Have you met him?
But YouTube fitness OGs Greg Doucette and Scott Herman, who've met him personally, have a different story.
Oh, that's because you're a Greg Doucette simp.
Oh my God.
I already said it. You see all the videos. You're going to try to gargle some of the views from the videos. It's kind of working. I mean, this video is doing okay on your channel, but you never met this dude, Jeffrey Nippert. And Greg Doucette brought you in and did a podcast with you. So of course you're going to take his word for it. Remember, I'm also a Greg fan. I also agree with the stuff that Greg's saying about Jeff, but the way that you're presenting it, you're just like a blind thing. I don't know why you're doing this.
Did you know Jeff doesn't even have a PhD? He dropped out of dental school.
And you make fitness content, and what have you done outside of winning the Dubai Fitness Championship in 1876?
But here's the problem with the science-based community. It's a closed ecosystem where everyone validates everyone else.
He says this about science, but it's happening everywhere. They're called echo chambers, and you can see it in politics. It's like once you've got your respective party, you don't hear anything from the other side of the party, and it makes it almost entirely wasteful.
Meanwhile, the average lifter gets overwhelmed. RIR, RPE, stretch-mediated hypertrophy, long length partials. Buzzwords stack like they're Lego bricks.
Also ChatGPT. He did not make that up.
You end up thinking you need a PhD to get a pump.
Cheesy, cringy, what? ChatGPT.
Doesn't anyone think it's odd that none of these science-based guys are respectably jacked?
Tanner, at least 2 out of 3 of these dudes is more jacked than you are. You wouldn't be able to know from the pictures that you're using right here. But both Jeff and Mike are more jacked. I don't know this other dude with the beard. I don't know him at all. I'm going to assume that's the worst picture you could have taken from him. And I know that you're going to throw the Mike Israetel's on steroids bit out there, but I know Jeff Nippert is natural, and he's far more muscular, jacked, lean than you are.
I mean, I've never heard any lifter tell me he goes to the gym because he wants to look like Jeff Nippert or Mike Israetel.
And this is that old school, I don't want to be coached or work with the people that don't look correct. Now, you're also assuming that people want to go to the gym and listen to the things that you've got to say because they want to look the way that you look.
In fact, did you hear what 6-time Mr. Olympia Dorian Yates said about Mike Israetel?
I don't care what Dorian Yates had to say about Mike Israetel, but also didn't I just say that echo chambers are the same anywhere? You're going to take his word from the meathead bodybuilding community over the science-based community over here. How does he not realize he's doing this?
Solomon Nelson exposed numerous glaring programming mistakes in Jeff Nippert's programs. You'll see prescriptions like 4 sets of 6 reps at 85% of your 1 rep max for multiple exercises. Not even the world's strongest man could survive that.
The sentiment of what he's saying here is correct. 4 sets of 6 at 85%. I'd wonder why that was put there. That's probably a very good question that nobody wants to ask. Why is this here? What does it mean? Are you doing negatives of that, or is that it as a screenshot from some program? And number 2, the analogy is terrible. The fact that the world's strongest man couldn't do it is actually probably a worse claim than a newbie. Like a newbie who just entered the gym probably could do 4 sets of 6 at 85% of their best bench press because they have no idea what their best bench press is. They're probably timid. They don't push as hard. His analogy is even far worse than I thought because that world's strongest man, they wouldn't become close to that because they actually have expressed their 1 rep maxes.
And then there's the volume creep. 54 working sets for a single muscle group.
And you were just giving him a hard time for not being intense enough.
54. That's not optimal. That's a death wish for recovery.
And that's ChatGPT again.
It's textbook paralysis by analysis.
And that's ChatGPT again.
We're told to obsess over micro variables like long length partials or the stretch instead of focusing on the basics that actually drive adaptation.
That was a well-placed quarter squat in relation to the partial reps that Jeff Nippert's doing on purpose for a reason in his bicep curls. Are you doing a quarter squat for a reason, Mr. Shuck?
And let's be honest, if your physique is mid at best, maybe chill with the lectures on maximizing hypertrophy.
Bro needs to take his own advice. Tanner Shuck's physique is mid at best, especially when comparing it to Mike Israetel and Jeff Nippert.
No one respects Jeff Nippert as a bodybuilder or looks up to him for his physique.
Did you say nobody? Because that is a false claim just by itself. It's completely different than saying I've never met anybody who respects Jeff Nippert as a bodybuilder, but saying that nobody, when his channel has 11 million or whatever subscribers and comments out the wazoo, you're gonna tell me that nobody respects him as a bodybuilder? Not one person, Tanner.
Because the best teachers in the iron game are the ones who can both do and explain.
And you're gonna use videos of yourself, somebody who has like upwards of 40 bodily injuries to their skeleton, muscle tissue, and you name it. You've been in the game and you're just destroying yourself with the game, and people are gonna listen to you for all of these? Are you kidding?
Not just cite studies and edit cool videos.
Jeff does not edit his videos, Tanner.
Every cycle debunks the previous one just in time to sell the next program. It's genius from a marketing standpoint, but for the average natty lifter, it keeps you stuck in pencil neck purgatory and wastes your money.
Could it be any more obvious that this dude has scripted this through ChatGPT?
Because what actually works hasn't changed in 50 years. Progressive overload, full range of compound lifts.
I don't think that he would disagree with this. But he makes YouTube content. He has to keep on making YouTube content. It's what a good YouTuber does. Could you imagine a Batman movie where all he does is fight the Joker every single movie you watch him in? Oh my God, Tanner doesn't know anything about anything.
Science-based trends just repackage that truth in a new costume every 6 months.
Oh, so you know that you disagree?
Here's the thing nobody wants to hear. Getting strong is brutally simple and brutally hard.
And Tanner sounds like the worst trainer to walk the face of the planet Earth. Or he's in a bucket of the worst trainers. Because imagine you are going to hire Tanner. He's going to sit there and goes, it's brutally hard. You better be ready. We're going to work. Meanwhile, this person's never exercised a day in their life and they're a little bit scared. Wouldn't it be better if Tanner knew that it's hard? He knew that you got to work your butt off. Because I'm not disagreeing with Tanner here, but maybe you're not going to present it to the population like that. He's making all these claims about Jeffrey and the way that he's presenting his information, but in the meanwhile, he's sitting there and saying, you have to work hard or you're a pansy. Who do you think has a better chance of getting more people to work out? Jeff Nippard and his 11 million with the body fat sort of video, or you shouting that message into the void?
You need to master the big six and chase real numbers.
Okay.
That's it. That's the secret formula.
That's it. Okay, Mr. Krebs, thanks for the secret formula. Now we can just move on and never need a program ever again. But how do you get there?
But nobody wants to tell you that because they can't sell it to you.
Yeah, you said that. You said that you can't sell deadlift, squats, and whatever. So just get to a back squat, deadlift, and bench press of those metrics because you said so. Okay, go. Have at it, have fun.
Real lifters, like college athletes, powerlifters, strongmen, they all train with some variation of a 4-day lower upper split.
I think he might know like one real athlete because this is not what real athletes do. And why is it always that he's gonna say that powerlifters are real athletes but CrossFitters aren't real athletes? CrossFitters take more and put more into their body and their athletics than any of these people do. It is quite absurd that he craps all over CrossFit when he has never seen what these people put into there and do with their bodies.
Just listen to how strong these college football players are at Florida State.
This is the point. And why would I listen to a genetic freak? That's the last person you want to listen to. Why are you referencing them?
What is your max bench and what is your max squat? Full 500.
That dude weighs 405 or 500. Okay, he doesn't. He probably weighs something like, I don't know, 275 to 300. And he could probably do it out of the womb. It had nothing to do with the training program that maybe his college football team maybe got him to go through it. Maybe half of the ranges of motion that you're actually also crapping on Jeff for doing with his bicep curls.
My max bench 395. I squat 615.
Same thing. Same thing. I'm surprised Tanner doesn't know this, or maybe he's blind to it at this point with all the content that he makes supporting his own claims the way that he says the science-based industry does over on his end. But everybody knows, and I'm sure Tanner knows, that these people could simply do it in high school. They are freaks. They are built different. You know that phrase? They're built different. They're built different. You certainly can't use them to prove your own points.
And I guarantee sticking to the basics work. All you guys are being brainwashed by big YouTube fitness and science-based training, and it's keeping you small and weak. So wake the fuck up. Get the best supplements with Transparent Labs, use code Tanner. Get the best training gear with Barbell Apparel.
I didn't stitch that. I left it in just the way it is because he's shouting about fitness YouTubers and he goes, use Transparent Labs. I have my Gatorade and my C4 over here. He can't make it up.
So yeah, I think Jeff Nippard and the whole science-based movement lost the plot. They've convinced people that hypertrophy is a math equation. It's not.
But you also will likely claim that it's linear progression, at which rate isn't it some sort of math equation, which you just said it isn't?
Getting stronger is a war that's fought with a barbell as your sword and heavy metal plates as your shield.
Hey ChatGPT, make me an awesome script for my Tanner Shuck video.
Jeff Nippard's too afraid to tell you the truth because he knows it'll affect his wallet. I'm not afraid.
The first time I heard this, I literally laughed out loud. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of telling you the truth. It ain't gonna affect my wallet. You wanna take an analogy that you used yourself in the own video, that bodybuilder, Mr. Yates?
A bag of shit that gets bigger is just a bigger bag of shit.
If you've got a steaming pile of crap and you wanna take another steaming pile of crap, you have two steaming piles of crap.
Wow.
That's why it's not affecting your wallet. And here's the thing, if I'm sitting in my garage with my yard out there, my house over there, if the dog takes a crap in the yard, I'm only gonna see it if I step in it way over there. You think that with that analogy, which I think is far superior to anything Tanner Shuck could spew up through ChatGPT, Jeff Nippard cares at all? He probably makes so much money. There's like dog poop all over the planet that he couldn't step in even if he tried.
I don't care if you like me or not. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because the truth is the truth.
I don't disagree with the sentiment. I don't even know if I really disagree with Tanner. I like compound lifts. I like linear progression. I think that sometimes the sciencey stuff gets all out of whack. I think he's going way overboard. Jeff Nippard, whose videos are really good, really educational, and get a handful of people to get more fit, stronger, in the whole shebang. Tanner's some aggressive alpha douche shouting on the internet, probably getting people to stop working out, not make them better. There's probably like a small subset of people that are getting a little bit better by the result of watching this video. Some dude in his basement replacement's putting the lotion on his skin, getting ready for his next training session, having watched this video of Tanner Shuck. And it was me.
And if you're ready for a real plan and real results, apply for one-to-one custom coaching with me.
I thought there was no plan to get better. You literally said you can't get better. There's no plan. It's just the secret sauce to do this bench press and body weight with the deadlift bar and the strict press at 75%. There's no program except for mine.
But at the very least, I promise you I'll provide you a ton of free value and get you pointed in the right direction.
You mean like Jeff Nippard's channel? Tanner Shuck put up a short saying that he puts a bottle next to his bed at night so he can pee without getting out of bed so it doesn't ruin his sleep.
I piss in a bucket every single night. Why? So I don't fully wake up.
That's the sort of information that Tanner Shuck will tell you. Pee in bed. I'm gonna go to Jeff's channel. We're gonna sort by popular. Forgot about this series. The best and worst back exercises. Of course, it's by Science, which Tanner referenced in the video, but also I watched that video. It's a great video. Tanner's gonna say just do weighted pull-ups. He's got it on the chest, he's got it on the triceps, the biceps, the legs, all of them. One of those videos has provided more value to the planet than Tanner Shuck has in the eternity of his presence on Content Creator Boulevard. See, Tanner, that's what happens when you need to actually use your own brain to come up with the analogies and the things that come out of your mouth. Anyway, my hopes and dreams are that this video get more than the whatever crap Tanner Shuck put out on the internet. I don't even really care too much about what Jeff Nippard's got going on. And as I said, I really like the Greg Doucette stuff, the 50-part video series. It's great, but he actually makes points. Tanner's just sitting over here just shouting into the void. That's it. Bye.